everyone, my name is Chloe and I am the founder and CEO of Sample Beauty. Some of you may already know me, some of you may not, but for those who haven't met me before, hi, I'm Chloe. I'm coming on here today to show you how we use our Erase and Boost base. Lots of people have questions about it, so I wanted to come on and kind of give a little tutorial on how I like to use it and also explain how other people use it too. And I use shade 2 as my eyeshadow base, shade 3 everywhere else, or shade 5 as foundation, and shade 8 as contour. But we do have 12 shades altogether that range from light skin tones to dark skin tones. The Erase and Boost base comes in a jar like so. It is hard, which is what's different about this in comparison to other bases on the market. When you open the jar, as I said, this is used and you can see where I've dipped into it. It does come with a little spoon, and the instructions on the jar say to remove the product from the jar with the little spoon and apply it to the back of your hand or mixing plate and warm that product up. I am only going to do half of my face so you can see the coverage it actually has, hence me not having any makeup on whatsoever. I haven't even got my brows done right now. So yeah, I'm going to show you exactly how I apply it. I'm going to put eyeshadow on top so you can really see what it does. Any questions, comment below and one of the team will respond, or send us a little DM or an email and we can help you, whether that's choosing a colour, application tips or whatever. We are here to help. I'm gonna remove some product from the jar and apply it to the back of my hand like so, and I'm just gonna warm it up. And it does go very creamy, very creamy. Can you see that? So that does look very light on me. My arms are fake tanned, but once it's blended out, it will go towards my eyeshadow base colour perfectly. And I do like a light eyeshadow base. So it's really important to warm that product up on the hand, okay? Because it is hard. It is a hard product. And the fact that it's hard, when you put your finger in, it doesn't give the same effect when it's not warmed up. So that's me just putting my finger in the jar, and that's it after it's warmed up. And you can see the difference in coverage, okay? And that's really important. Once you've warmed the product up, it's then completely up to you how you want to apply it to the eye. So sometimes if I want a lighter eyeshadow base, so if I'm not going out, and it's just for day to day, then I'll probably use a sponge to apply it, a wet sponge. So I'd take the product from my mixing plate or from my hand with the sponge and I would dab it on the eye where I want the base to go. If you want a much more full coverage look, then you need to use a brush, and this will give you very intense coverage, which is what lots of us like. I don't use a flat synthetic brush like normal bases are normally applied with. I just don't like it as much. I find it takes much longer to apply and I just don't have the time to do that. I like being quite quick with my base. So I'm going to show you the kind of brush that I use. And I use a flat top brush like this, and this one is very big, but I do my brows last, so I don't have to worry if I get it on my brows because they get done last. What 99% of people will do, especially if you're a makeup artist or whatever, from the back of your hand or from a mixing plate, preferably a mixing plate, it's nice and hygienic, pick the product up with the brush and then apply it to the eye, or pick up with a sponge and apply it to the eye. What I like to do is apply the brush directly to the jar like this and swirl the brush around. You do not need to swirl it around a lot, okay? Because a lot of product will come off on the brush. Less is more with this product. So I'm gonna move, and you can see it all on there, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stamp it where I want it to go, and you will see immediately the coverage that has, okay? It is very light, but you don't need to worry about that, because once I've got my foundation on, it honestly blends in perfectly, right? And you can see that coverage straight away, and you saw how quick that took. And on the edges, I'm just stamping a little bit lighter to blend the edges out. Obviously, if you didn't want to go this light, you don't have to. You can choose a darker shade. We do have 12 shades. So I go very lightly around my brow, but you can still see the coverage. And for me, that would be my base complete, and that did not take me much time at all. And already you can tell how much that's covered. Even under my eye, those dark circles that I have, it has covered that. I'm gonna apply red, I think. So this is the Paradigm Shift palette, and this one is You, so you can see how bright it is. And I'm going to go for that red right in the middle. And I'm just going to stamp it where I want it to go. Don't worry if this part is messy, okay? If I come a little bit closer, you can see how densely that's put that colour on. It's called the Erase and Boost Base. The erase part is to conceal any areas that you wish, whether that be under your eye, whether that mean on your lid, all over your face, wherever. And then the boost part is the boost in the eyeshadow. So it's gonna make the eyeshadow much more intense, and it's gonna make it last so much longer. And you can see how intensely that is applied to my eye. And I don't need to worry that this base is gonna cling the eyeshadow in place and it's gonna be hard to blend out, okay? It's not. The base has been specifically designed to make blending so easy. So if you are starting off with eyeshadow and you're experimenting with brights, then the base is going to be really, really good for you because it blends eyeshadow out so beautifully. So you can see how intense that red has gone on with the base. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend those edges out. And I'm not going to speed this up, I'm going to leave it as it is, just so you can see how quickly and how easily I can blend a shade out. And red can take a little bit of work to blend out, but with this base and our eyeshadow formula, it's super easy. So for me, that has completely blended through. I'm not sure how it's shown on camera, but in real life it is completely blended, and that took me no time at all. I do need to clean up a little bit here, but I'm not going to worry about that until I've done the underneath of my eye. If you did want to intensify the red at all, if you did want it more intense than this, then of course you could go in with more product, and that base underneath isn't gonna wrinkle or anything like that. You can just keep applying eyeshadow on top. I'm not gonna apply any more base to my lid. You can do if you want, if you wanted to cut the crease. And I'm just coating the brush in that product. And I'm just gonna pat it all over the lid. And I'm going to take it up to the crease. You can tell straight away I've not got any fallout under my eye, which is amazing. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly take this colour underneath. This is the colour that I put all over my lid. And I'm just going to connect it in the corner here. So that is my eyeshadow applied, and you can see how easily that blended out. I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not a professional whatsoever. I just love playing with makeup, like lots and lots of people out there. So we developed this product to make it super easy to apply eyeshadow and to make it last so long, and not having to worry about fallout and all of these things. So you can use it as concealer, as an eyeshadow base, which is what it's predominantly used for. You can use it as foundation as well, even cream contour. So yeah, the options are endless. It is available on our site now, and I'm going to discount it to £6 instead of £12.95. Any questions, comment below, and either myself or someone from my team will answer you. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.